I honestly can't remember. I get chicken soup on monkey like it is because it's not expensive at all. It's just they always make it fun. The trade out option first.
That's why they're trying to figure out what we would do. What ads do we want? Give them the trade now. For the convention, the advertising is going up in there because all everybody goes is down there. No, it doesn't promote anything.
I'll check it out. Monkey links while it's good because I have same with monkey links. To me, this would be a very good Right. Well, I mean, we have a Rapid City city. Yeah,
If they want to do like $50 for trade-off, yeah, they also say, okay,
Here we go.
I didn't see it on script, so I didn't.
No, I didn't. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. There we go. That's 5, right? Yeah. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Where do we rank down for commit?
Rank 4. I put that.
Need repairs on gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors? Sioux Equipment Company can help. They serve Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company also offers services for lifts,
At least we're guaranteed to be home next Saturday.
So, but I'm not a mom.
Wow. I'm doing it for sure. There's no way in hell we can stop this night.
Mic check, mic check, check. We are in the sophomore game. It is 54-48 Lincoln over O'Gorman.
Check, check. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How's your return audio, Dan?
Good.
Good.
Checks in the mail. La 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 la.
Your number. You're in 1. Just an FYI.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basket is good.
Lincoln up by 8 now with 37 seconds in the sophomore game.
Braxton Moore. Excuse me, that's Ethan Lincoln, the sophomore.
Last name Lincoln and plays for Lincoln. Dan, we got a timeout here. Do you think we should get rolling?
It's up to you.
All right. Let me get this. I say might as well. Rather be not rushed if we don't have to be rushed.
La 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 la. Bum 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 bum. Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. Sally sells.
You're listening to a special presentation from the Real Presence Radio Network. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Night's Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank Premier Bank Card and Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal.
And welcome everyone to Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School, Bishop O'Gorman High School here in Sioux Falls. I'm Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio. We'll be joined a little bit later by my partner Isaac Struck, and we have Brett Byler close by here. Tonight we have the first of 3 home games this week to finish out the regular season here for the O'Gorman boys. Entering the final week of the regular season. Tonight's game features Sioux Falls Lincoln, crosstown rivals. They come across town. They're 5-9 on the season. And the number 4 ranked Sioux Falls Knights, 11-6 on the season. And the Knights are looking for their 6th straight win tonight, while Lincoln is looking to end their 2-game losing streak. They had 2 tough losses this past week to Washington and Aberdeen Central, and they lost by a combined 3 points. O'Gorman comes in the game 5th in power points in the state, and Lincoln is at the bottom half. In the bottom half, they're sitting at 12. So if the Sodak 16 would happen today, we would be matched up in the first round of the Sodak 16 against the Lincoln. So both of these teams have 2 games remaining on the schedule tonight. So now I'm going to bring in, Isaac will be up here shortly, now I'm going to bring in Brett. You know, we had a tremendous first half last Thursday night against Sioux Falls Washington. They scored 43 points. And the Knights, have scored at least 40 points in the first half in the last 3 games. What's going on with the offense? They're clicking, Brett. What's going on?
Great shooting, Dan. That's the common denominator. O'Gorman's made at least 8 3-pointers in the last 3 ball games, and a lot of those threes have been in the first half. The Mitchell game came out firing. Renshaw and Arbogast hitting threes right away. Same thing as Washington. About the same similar pattern. Renshaw hit a few. Arbogast hit one. Cousin Eddie hit a 3 at the buzzer at the first quarter. O'Gorman made 5 threes against Washington in the first quarter on Thursday night. So really good shooting, Dan. Getting big leads. And the defense has played really well as well.
Now, you bring up Eddie Myler. And everybody, if you listen to the last couple of years, it's cousin Eddie Myler to us. And I tell you what an athlete he's done the last 2 years for the Knights here. He had 22 points and 8 rebounds against Washington, with 16 of those in the first half. Brett, what impressed you most about Eddie's play against Washington and on their 5-game win streak?
This is how aggressive he was, Dan. He wanted the ball. He got really good position, and he went inside when a smaller guy was on him, and then he went outside when they had the big right tackle on him who's not as quick. So he's very multiple in that game depending who he's guarding. He's showed great patience this year with his move, his post skill set, using both hands. He's really improved his jump hook game. And he's also getting a little bit of a mid-range game. It feels like he's playing with a lot of confidence right now, Dan.
What's the biggest challenge Lincoln presents tonight to the Gorman Knights as Lincoln comes across town? This is our court. We protect our home. What's the biggest challenge for the Knights?
They have nothing to lose, Dan. They're 5-9. They're supposed to lose this game. They're the underdogs. The pressure's not on them. It's on O'Gorman tonight. They have confidence because they came back and almost beat us in Lincoln. I know you remember that game where it's tied and we made a couple free throws at the end to win it by 1. But they also shoot the 3-ball well, Dan. They made 12 threes that first game against us, and that's what got them back in the game when they were trailing big in the fourth quarter. So we got to guard the 3-point line tonight.
Okay, you mentioned 3-point line. Ben Renshaw did not play in that first meeting back there in December over at Lincoln. You know, we were able to force Lincoln with 15 turnovers, and we were plus 16 in points off of the turnovers. Okay, O'Gorman defense can create some easy opportunities by pressuring the Lincoln guards, correct?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it may not be as much because, again, this was a team that, you know, second or third game of the year, you're going to have more turnovers, Dan, but I think we have Ben Renshaw, who's our best perimeter defender to that, causing some more turnovers as Ben himself. So I think our defense, Dan, tonight, get on their guards, force some turnovers, and lead to easy points, get us out and running.
Okay, so each team has 2 games left after this. So like I mentioned earlier, it's a Sodak 16 Saturday night, you win, you're in.
Right.
Okay? So if that's the case, what will affect the coach's strategy tonight with a potential rematch here a week from Saturday?
You might not see it. Maybe a little bit more vanilla tonight, Dan. You might not see as many sets ran offensively for both of these teams, just to maybe save a few of their plays for that potential Sodak 16 game. So you might see a game where it's just kind of played a little bit more to the best, maybe not quite elaborate into the playbook as previous games, but you never know. Coach Roby said you want to win the game, so both coaches do. So it'll be interesting to see, though, how much coaches might hold back tonight.
Okay, Brett, tell us about the last time we met here.
So, yeah, Dan, it was on December 18th. We won 69-68 at Lincoln. We trailed by 5 actually at halftime, at a big end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter, and we held on barely to do the hot shooting by Lincoln. Lincoln had a chance to tie it, remember. They made the first free throw, then they missed the second one. Yeah. We ended up winning by 1 point in regards to that. Matt Eng had 23 points for O'Gorman. Moffitt and Arbogast had 11. Sarafo Burhani had 24 for Lincoln. As we mentioned, Ben Renshaw and John Costello did not play in that ballgame.
Yeah, John was hurt still.
Yep, and he has a sprained ankle now, and so did Ben. This is the 125th meeting, Dan. Lincoln leads the series 74-50. O'Gorman, though, is 7-3 in their last 10 games. And now, Dan, can you give us a scoreboard update tonight?
Okay, let's go to girls first across the state tonight. Right now, 6 o'clock start. Hearn is playing at Harrisburg. Hearn is actually on top of Harrisburg, 23-22. 25-23 right now, 4 minutes to go at half. Pierre is at home against Brookings. And the big game that I want to see tonight is the Mitchell girls against Sioux Falls, Washington, and that's at Mitchell. And then Spearfish is home against Sturgis Brown. And the other boys game tonight in Brookings, Pierre is at Brookings. Douglas has Sturgis Brown. Hearn is at Harrisburg in the doubleheader there. And Mitchell boys are at Sioux Falls, Washington. That's going to be a great game up there. And, of course, we have our game tonight. So that's what's going on across the state tonight. We'll keep you abreast of all the other turnouts because it has a lot of ramifications on where we're at.
Absolutely.
If Mitchell can take out Washington, that's in our favor.
Absolutely. All right, coming up on the other side of the break, I talked to Sioux Falls O'Gorman boys coach Derek Roby. That interview is next on the Knights Game Day Show. Don't go anywhere, folks.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
Here at Catholic Family Services, we believe counseling is for everyone. Catholic Family Services is here to help whether you are navigating a life transition, such as going to college or changing career paths, wanting to improve your communication skills, making plans for your future family, or wanting to understand mental health. If you would like more information or to set up an appointment with one of our trained professionals, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775.
Real Presence Radio is experiencing rapid growth and has an additional opening in the Sioux Falls area for a full-time listener relations coordinator. This person will assist with spreading the word about RPR, including help with the live drives, fall banquet, major gifts, and local live shows. A qualified candidate should demonstrate excellent self-management and time management skills. If you sense a call to serve God in this capacity, please send a cover letter, your resume, and references to Brittany at realpresenceradio.com or call 877-795-0122.
Hello, this is Mark Konzemius, President of the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota. Preparing for the end of life can be overwhelming, even scary. Yet as disciples of Christ, we live in great hope and the reality of God's promise that death is not the end, but a new beginning. The End-of-Life Planning Workbook for Catholics is now available. I encourage you to reach out to one of our Catholic Community Foundation offices or ccfesd.org. May God bless each of us on our journey to heaven.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
Being in business is not easy. Achieving profitability, doing what is right, and finding meaning are just a few of the challenges we face in today's workforce. The Catholic Men's Business Fraternity exists to help men in business be virtuous and integrated leaders. We do this by hosting monthly events that will help teach you how to take faith principles and turn them into business practices. To find out more about the Catholic Men's Business Fraternity, our events, or how to become a member, go to cmbfsf.org and begin to take your Sunday into Monday.
Welcome back to the Night's Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card, and Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal. I'm now joined by O'Gorman Boys coach Derek Roby. Coach, we're coming off a win over undefeated Sioux Falls, Washington last Thursday night, 65-62. In that ball game, you got a tremendous performance by Eddie Myler, had a career high 24 points in that game. 16 of those points were in that first half. What'd you see from Eddie that worked so well for you guys?
Well, I'll tell you, Eddie is having, in my opinion, an all-state year, especially as of late. He's a dominant big guy in the middle. He's just going to work, really doing some really, really good things offensively and defensively. You know, he's crashing the boards hard. He's not quite leading us in scoring. I think Monf is just by a fraction of points, but he's our second leading scorer, but he's our leading rebounder. Again, he defends well. He's just been having a great stretch of basketball for us in his senior campaigns. It's been a huge help, like you said, against Washington. He had a phenomenal game. Stepped out and hit that three right at the very end of the quarter, and just being a senior leader, and can't compliment him enough right now.
Coach, we were up 7 going to the fourth quarter, 54-47. We just had trouble scoring. I think it was about a 4 or 5 minute stretch where we didn't score. What were some things that you noticed that were why we weren't able to be effective offensively in that stretch? And then talk about how big Matt Ing's three-pointer was when they finally got their first lead of the game 3. He hit a 3 right back to tie it up, and then we were able to go on a little 7-0 run there.
First of all, they're a really, really good basketball team. You know that. I mean, they're undefeated up until that night. We knew that they'd make a final run at us, and especially on their home floor. Matt coming in and hitting that 3 was just a big-time step up for a sophomore, and obviously Matt has shown all year, that he can shoot the basketball, and what I like about him, he's definitely a shooter. You know, he'll miss a couple, and he'll come in, and he doesn't have a conscience. He just keeps shooting, and I love that. That's a sign of a great shooter. But I think we went about 6 minutes without scoring in that stretch where they made a huge run at us, and I thought we got bumped a little bit. I thought we could have went to the line there, but we didn't help ourselves down the stretch. We missed a couple front ends. We didn't shoot the ball very well on the free throw line, so we actually made it tougher than it had to be. But I told our guys, I said, right now we're shooting the ball pretty well, especially around the perimeter, knock on wood. And I said, what's going to happen when we go cold? there's a stretch where we again went cold against Washington. So there's some good signs about that, I guess. We were able to still get the W and beat a really talented, really well coached team the other day. So hopefully things just keep falling into place and we keep playing hard and playing with a lot of confidence and win some more games here.
Coach, and now we have a big week, 3 home games. Or the 5th seed right now in PowerPoint is actually playing Lincoln tonight, who's the 12th seed. Kind of control our own destiny a little bit, so to speak, whether we'll be a top 8 seed or not with these home games. When you look at Lincoln, Coach, your opponent tonight, they're 5-9, coming off a 1-point loss to Washington at the buzzer, a 2-point loss to Aberdeen Central. What do you see as this team's maybe biggest improvement now compared to when you saw them earlier in December?
I don't know if they've really improved a lot in the sense of that scenario, because we escaped at their place with a 1-point win, I think it was.
Yes.
So it's not like they've gone downhill. They were always good. They're always in every game, and they're scary, no doubt about it. So we know we have our work cut out for us tonight, and certainly not taking it for granted. They're one of those teams that their record really doesn't show the type of year that they've had. Like you said, they should have been the first team to beat Washington. Washington gets a tip in at the end to escape, if you will. So very, very capable. We know that. Like you alluded to, this could be our opponent come the Sodak 16. We don't know. A lot will happen or transpire in the next week or so, but if it ends right now before the game, this is our opponent. So I don't know if both teams are going to just kind of lay low and not show anything. I'm not sure, but bottom line, we're trying to win, but yet at the same time, we don't want to show them a lot, because what if we do have to play them a week down the road here?
What will be some of the biggest keys tonight for success against Lincoln, Coach, on our home court?
Well, as of late, we've been really defending well. We have to continue to defend well, and that means rebound well. We have to be organized offensively and go set a screen for somebody. Go set a screen for a teammate, not just run around with their head cut off down there, and run with a purpose, change speed, change direction, those kind of things, and just keep shooting the ball right now. And we're giving a lot of guys the green light, and we're trying to get them comfortable. But, if we come up cold, we have to rebound. And right now, we're trying to play relaxed, but at the same time, improve offensively.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you much. Looking forward to it.
And that was Coach Derek Roby of the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights.
Tonight's pregame coaches show for Sioux Falls O'Gorman has been brought to you by Camfield Business Interiors. Camfield Business Interiors provides products and design for your workplace. For more information, you can find us online at camfieldco.com. Camfield, making space better.
Hey, now Isaac, time for your keys to victory. What do you got tonight for us?
Well, first we got to get off to another good start. We outscored Mitchell and Washington 83-53 in the first halves of those last 2 games. So if we can put up another 40 points in the first half, we'll be in good shape. We also got to continue to shoot the ball with confidence, make our outside shots. We've had 29 3-pointers in the last 3 games of the season so far. We got to defend the 3-point line. Lincoln was 12 of 25 on threes, and we all know that Lincoln likes to shoot it from the perimeter, so it's going to be important to defend the perimeter, control the boards. Once again, we were out rebounded in the first meeting against these guys, but now kind of a different lineup from that first meeting between them. Hopefully we can get on the boards and out rebound them, and finally we got to force turnovers. O'Gorman forced 15 of them against Lincoln back on December 18th and got 21 of their points off those turnovers.
Hey, pick the click player. Who do you got tonight? I got mine written down right here. I actually crossed one off.
You know what? Go ahead and you go first.
Okay. I had Cousin Eddie, but I'm like, that's too obvious because they're going to double team him because he's been playing outstanding. Like Coach Roby said, he's an all-state player this year. He should be in the running for that. So I changed my pick. I'm going with Ben Renshaw.
I'm going to take David Alpers because I think that they're going to be so concerned about Eddie inside.
That's what
that Alpers is going to draw a little bit of an undersized matchup. They might put Hyatt on him or Alex Tong. I'm not sure which one they'll put on him, but Alpers will be able to kind of hang around the elbow, work around, and get some boards offensively. I think that they might be a little too focused on some of the guards and Myler and kind of forget about Alpers.
Going to keep Lincoln off balance.
Yep.
That's the deal. So tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Game Day show has been brought to you by First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Premier is a proud sponsor of high school athletics and your O'Gorman Knights. First Premier Bank Card, investing in their communities.
Tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights Game Day show has also been brought to you by Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com. Coming up next is the Knights Tip-Off Show. After the break, you're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
On the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, McGuire Iron, Sioux Equipment Company, Arendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Canfield Business Interiors, the BB Agency Knights of Columbus Insurance, Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, Ide Bailey, First Premier Bank Card, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, Crossroads Book and Music.
Tip-off to tonight's game is just moments away. With all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights Basketball, let's go to the gym.
And let's begin tonight with our prayer. Father?
Hello, this is Father Christopher Cowles from the parish of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Sioux Falls. Let us pray. God, our Heavenly Father, you have created each of us with bodies, with muscles, with sinews, with our skeletons, and you allow all that we do to give glory to God. And you have told us that the glory of God is man fully alive. During the course of this game, please watch over all of our students who will be playing and giving glory to you as they sweat, as they exhaust themselves, and as they play with all their hearts. Please watch over them. Keep them safe, and allow each of them to keep good sportsmanship. Heavenly Father, we thank you also that we are able to watch and to enjoy their game. Allow us to not take it too seriously and to enjoy it with all of our heart. Please allow our faith to continue to guide us throughout this evening. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And that was Father Christopher Cowles of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And here's a play-by-play, Isaac Struck.
Lincoln won the opening tip-off. They'll have possession of the basketball. Burhani's fadeaway three is good. Burhani was the one that got it going early for Lincoln the last time these two teams matched up at Sioux Falls Lincoln. He's got the first bucket of tonight's game from the three-point line. Pass stolen away by Lincoln, and now it'll be Ty Schaefer in transition up to Burhani. Steps back and tosses it over to Tong. Up top to Cece. Lincoln will start Ty Schaefer, Sarafo Burhani, Khalil Cece, Caleb Hyatt, and Alex Tong. O'Gorman with the starting five they've had for the last half-ish of the season. Missed layup there by Cece. Rebound goes to Myler, and the Knights will push offensively in transition with Renshaw. He'll come off of a screen, flip it over to Moffitt, and he'll drive inside baseline. Gets all the way to the hoop. Easy off the window for two. Moffitt, the first one on the board for the Knights. It's 3-2. Lincoln on top of the Knights here at O'Gorman High School. 6:50-ish game time, start time. Burhani, three from the top of the key, no good. Rebound goes to Arbogast, and Arbogast will walk it across half court. A little bit of tempo now up to Moffitt, who then takes a three from the corner, and it's good. Whoa! Moffitt buries a three, no hesitation, and he's got five. Knights on top.
A little Keeter time, but good crowd here so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
The biggest crowd we've had the year.
Definitely one of the biggest we've had yet. I'm expecting a big one from Washington as well on Thursday. Rebound, Alpers inside after the missed. Schaefer 3 from the corner. And now the Knights will push offensively once again with Arbogast down the right wing. He'll come off of a screen from Alpers, flip it over to Moffitt. He's got it on the right wing. He's guarded by Burhani. Uses a screen from Alpers, flips it inside to David. Nice wraparound pass to Eddie, who then gets in trouble down low, and he's going to turn around, flip it up over the left shoulder. No good.
Nice move underneath by Cousin Eddie, though.
Burhani pull up 3 in transition. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Tong. And up top to Cece. 3 from the top of the key by Cece is good. Khalil Cece on the board for the first time tonight. And it's 6-5. Patriots on top of the Knights. 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Moffitt up top, over to Myler. Looking inside at Alpers. Alpers has it down on the block. In a little bit of trouble. Flips it up. Nice, easy going. Scoop shot from underneath the basket. Wrapped it around the rim and got it to fall. Alpers on the board. He's got 2. It's 7-6. Knights on top. Burhani hands it off to CC. The Patriots set up an offense about 3 wide across the top. Hyatt with it on the left wing. Up top to Burhani. Guarded by Renshaw. He'll use a screen and go the other way. Tong comes up to set another screen. Burhani comes off the screen, drives into the paint, gets it blocked by Eddie Myler. And Moffitt will push in transition. He'll slow things down. He's got it on the baseline out to Renshaw. That's a deep corner 3, and it's good.
He was over on Sycamore, Isaac, when he shot that.
Renshaw tightrope in the sideline.
Wow.
Knocks down a 3 from the left corner, and it's 10-6. Knights on top. Couple of subs ready to check into the game. Jabril Mukhtar and Cameron Jackson. The 2 for the Patriots. Joe Lynch checks in for O'Gorman. Schaefer, another corner 3, no good. He's 0 for 2 from the corner. Knights have a chance to increase the lead. Arbogast off the dribble, gets inside the paint, up off the window, good for 2.
I really like him.
Timeout. Hulseth and the Patriots. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 4:02 left in the first quarter. Knights get it up to a 12-6 lead over the Patriots.
And after the timeout, you got Matt Ing coming in and Joe Lynch are going to be checking in for the Knights.
So what was a wild afternoon here at O'Gorman High School. The JV and sophomore game were both extremely competitive, a little bit chippy back and forth, and just an exciting atmosphere for those sub-varsity games.
JV won 43-39. The sophomores got beat there by, what, 7?
7, yeah.
7-8, and the freshman A got beat. But the end of that sophomore game, that last half, we were getting things set up here. It was kind of intense. It was a little bit
a little chirpy back
game,
and forth.
For even, the intensity between the players, you don't see that in the sophomores.
No, not very often. As the subs into the game for Lincoln are Jackson and Mukhtar. They come in for Tong and Burhani. So Mukhtar brings it across the half-court line. He'll dribble around at the top of the key, hand it off to Cece, who uses a screen from Jackson. Pull-up 3 by Cece, off the mark, no good. Rebound over the back. They're going to call foul on Alpers. Jackson got position down low, and the foul is going to be charged to David Alpers, his first.
Okay, Reese was out for 30 seconds. He comes back in from Renshaw. Cece got a break.
Cece was a dangerous, streaky shooter early on in the season, got things going in the second half. And then over in Aberdeen about a week ago, he had 6 threes in the ball game against the Golden Eagles. So you got to make sure you got a hand up on Cece when he's around the perimeter. Mukhtar over on the wing now, looking inside at Jackson. He'll go off the dribble, kick it over to Hyatt. He'll drive baseline on Lynch. Lynch defends the shot well, and it's off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Arbogast. He'll push in transition, slide his way into the paint, kick it out to Moffitt. Standstill 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound bounces around into the hands of Arbogast, and the Knights will get a fresh 35. Arbogast over to Alpers at the top of the key. Tries to throw a pass to Ing, had it blocked away into the hands of Lynch now over on the wing. Moffitt controls it now on the right wing, looking inside at Alpers, dumps it down to him on the block. Alpers underneath, flips it to Lynch. Layup too short, gets his own rebound, and then flips it out, and it's swatted out of bounds off the hands of Cece, and it'll stay with the Knights. Couple of subs into the game for the Patriots. Kyler Dahl has checked in, as well as Carter Brost.
Cousin Eddie's back in for Alpers. Michael Shea now in for Moffitt. 2:54, 12-6, Knights on top in the first quarter.
Arbogast with it at the top of the key. Walking it around, Mukhtar defending Arbogast. Flips it over to Lynch. Lynch with it on the wing, tries to get it up top to Eng. He'll drive inside and kick it out to Arbogast. Standstill three is good. Reese Arbogast has had a nice last 2 games from the three-point line. Had an early 3 against Washington. Kind of mirroring that early start for O'Gorman once again, off to a good lead here in the first quarter. CC steps into a 3 around the rim, no good. Rebound off the hands of Jackson into the hands of Arbogast. He'll push in transition. Down the right wing, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch over on the top of the key now, looking inside at Myler. Flips it over to Arbogast. Finally into the block to Myler. Has it nearly poked away. He's got it on the block. Goes off the dribble, up off the window. Gets it in for 2. Lincoln wanted a double dribble. Ref says it was knocked out of the hands of Myler before he recontrolled it.
Cousin Eddie just loves that get the ball in the paint, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Down low on the post. Dahl gets to the basket easy too, as Kyler Dahl caught it on the block and went up off the right window for 2. 17-8, Knights on top here from O'Gorman High School. 1:38 left in the first quarter. Arbogast hands it off to Shea on the wing. Shea gets his way near the elbow, kicks it out to Arbogast. Fadeaway 3, off the mark. Rebound, however, goes to Myler, who then bullies his way into the paint, up off the window, and 1.
Oh, Cousin Eddie.
The and 1 for Eddie Myler, fouled by Cameron Jackson. That'll be his first.
Now, I look at Cousin Eddie last year. He didn't do that. He had turned the game 180.
Free throw, however, no good by Myler, and it's 19-8. Knights on top. Mukhtar brings it across half court. He'll drive baseline, kick it out to Dahl. Dahl with it, hands it off to Mukhtar in the corner. They dump it down to Jackson inside. Turns over his shoulder, fires a pass to Brost in the corner. 3 is good. Carter Brost knocks down the 3 from the corner, and it's 19-11. Lincoln cuts it to 8. Eng in transition now, drives his whole way into the paint. Left-handed scoop shot off the glass for 2.
How did Eddie do that? You teach him that?
No, I can't take credit for that. Eng with the nice finish. Mukhtar, step back 3 from the wing, off the back of the iron. Rebound, however, goes to Dahl into the hands of CC. Down low to Jackson. Left-handed hook shot is good. Cameron Jackson uses the post touch there.
And Jackson 6'8", folks, for Lincoln.
Arbogast brings it across half court. The Knights will hold for 1 here. They'll weave it around at the top of the key near the half court line. Eng off the dribble over to Arbogast. 17 now on the clock. Mukhtar guarding Arbogast tightly. He'll have to dribble around to avoid the 5-second count. Dumps it inside to Myler. Myler shuffled his feet and he's going to travel with it. That will be a turnover for O'Gorman. Now Lincoln will get the last shot of the quarter.
9.4 seconds. Lincoln the ball. Renshaw's back in now for Reese.
Arbogast played the whole first quarter there, down to the last 9 seconds. Good minutes from Arbogast as Mukhtar will wait for it. Now he'll walk it across half court. 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Mukhtar turns over and he traveled with it.
3.8 now for the Knights.
Back-to-back travels between the Knights and the Patriots, and an 8-point lead for the Knights with 3.8 and the whole length of the floor to go. Renshaw with it. Renshaw behind the back. Has to get rid of it. Heaves it from deep. It's going to be well short and no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter from O'Gorman High School. Knights on top of the Patriots, 21-13. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network. Stay tuned after the break.
Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is a third-generation chiropractic practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf, a 1999 O'Gorman alum, is a proud third-generation O'Gorman Cathedral High School graduate following in the footsteps of his grandfather and uncle, and is excited to welcome his wife Larissa to the practice. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is located on the northwest corner of 49th Street and Southeastern Avenue, 605-334-8000.
Hi, I'm Larry Canfield with Canfield Business Interiors. I've often been asked what differentiates Canfield Business Interiors from other companies. It's our knowledge, expertise, and over 100 years of combined experience. It's how we use our in-house design capabilities to enhance your workspace. To us, it's not just a transaction. It's about our satisfaction guaranteed philosophy that seeks a positive outcome for all. The reason we are in business is to make your space better. We get results, just like those Knights. Go Knights!
Hey, welcome back here to Sioux Falls O'Gorman. I think we were just talking over the break. What a very fast-paced game, but that's what you loved to play when you were here tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, I love to get up and down the floor. That's honestly the most exciting part is when you get up and down with some speed.
I love this. This is so much fun tonight. Good crowd, everything, and they're good basketball.
Myler off the window, good for 2. And the Knights lead 23-13 now over top of the Patriots. Bros down low on the bottom, now up top to Mukhtar, kicks it over to Schaefer. Schaefer out to Brost, and Brost will dribble around, kick it over to Mukhtar. Corner 3 is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Renshaw. And the Knights will slow it down here offensively with Renshaw. Renshaw over to Moffitt. Moffitt off the dribble, he'll go baseline, steps back, and then crosses over. He got pushed on the ground. They're going to say the foul is going to go to Ty Schaefer.
And right before that, I was going to say each team only had 1 foul in the first quarter. That's kind of unheard of. I mean, the way these guys are playing and touching and bumping.
It was just up and down and no foul. It was nice. It was nice. It was like an open gym, which is exactly how Lincoln likes to play year in and year out. So this one, although they're down on the scoreboard, is playing right into their hands. Alpers out to Renshaw. Corner 3 is good. Renshaw knocks down another corner triple. He's got 6 on the evening, and it's 26-13 Knights on top of the Patriots here with 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Cece inside to Tong. He'll go get it on the low post. Up top to Cece. Drives baseline. Tough hook shot. Can't get it to go into the hands of Tong, who then goes up for 2. He can't get it to go. Rebound bouncing around. Still no shot clock reset. Mukhtar 3 is good.
Wow.
26-16 Knights on top. Mukhtar buries his first of the evening. He's got 3. Arbogast over to Alpers at the top of the key. Now to Renshaw. Looking inside at Myler. And then Cece tried to save it. It's going to stay with the Knights.
And he takes collision with Cousin Eddie, and Eddie gives him over. And
not necessarily the most heads-up play there by Cece, as he thought it was off of the Patriots. However, it didn't touch the Patriot defender. He saved it. If it would have just gone to Lincoln if he hadn't touched it. And now it's going to go off the knee of Myler and out of bounds. 26-16, 6:12 left here in the second quarter. Patriots in their red jerseys, white numbers with a little bit of baby blue outlining the jersey, as well as in some basically polka dot styled accent color to them. As that shot no good by Tong. Rebound goes to the Knights. Renshaw in transition got fouled by Mukhtar. That'll be his third team foul, excuse me. Matt Eng checks in for Reese Arbogast with 5:48 left to go here in the second quarter.
Now with, March 1st being on Monday, state tournaments coming here in the next 3 weeks. I'm going to do a little basketball trivia throughout the night here. You on YouTube, you know the answer. Let Brett know.
Comment in the YouTube comments section.
There's some hard questions. Brett won't even have a clue. He's from Nebraska.
Mukhtar brings it across the half-court line. He'll go off the dribble, gets his way into the paint. Nice finish off the glass for 2. He's got 5 to lead the Patriots right now here on the road at O'Gorman High School. Renshaw's pass stolen away by Cece. Cece in transition, going to lay it up off the glass, rolls around and in. It's 26-20.
Starting to etch back in here. The tide is turning to the Lincoln Patriots here.
Hang off the dribble now, gets his way near the elbow, kicks it out to Myler. Myler over to Moffitt. Moffitt will drive baseline, a lot of contact, flips it up. They're going to say it's on the ground.
Okay, first trivia question. What team owns the longest boys winning streak in South Dakota history? What team owns the longest boys winning streak in South Dakota history? Comment your answer and we'll tell you in about 3 minutes what team that is.
So Arbogast in as well as Lynch. They come in for Renshaw and Myler. Not sure what's going on down on the floor, but
ref was laughing.
We will resume action. Inbounds pass goes to Lynch. Tough finish over the top of the outstretched arms of Hyatt. Rolls off the rim, no good.
That was a gimme. Should have had that.
Schaefer off the dribble over to Burhani. Burhani had the first bucket of the game and then pretty much sat the rest of the first quarter. Schaefer off the dribble now, looking at Hyatt on the low baseline. Hyatt spins his way to the block. Then nice other up and under move. Rebound goes to Lynch off the missed shot. Now to Arbogast. He'll push down the left side of the floor. Behind the back dribble by Arbogast up to Moffitt. Moffitt step back, thought about a three, kicks it over to Arbogast, and it's swatted out of bounds by Tong on the entry pass to Alpers.
Yeah, they are fighting inside.
JT Rock into the game for the Lincoln Patriots. He had a pretty solid JV game. One of those players that earlier on in the year was playing sophomore basketball and JV basketball. Only a freshman is Rock. 6 feet 10 inches tall. Now playing some varsity action later on in the second half of the season. Moffitt, three, no good. Rebound goes to the 6'10 Rock.
Cousin Eddie's back in for Alpers to get him a break.
Burhani with it on the right wing. He'll use a screen from Hyatt. Near the top of the key, flips it over to Schaefer. Up, down, inside now to Hyatt. Hyatt on the block. Lynch guarding him, kicks it out to Rock. Straightaway three is good. JT Rock can stretch the floor, knocks down the three from the corner, and it's 26-23. Foul underneath. I think it's going to go to Hyatt.
Hyatt pushing on Eddie. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, it's getting a little physical in the paint. They're going to start calling it both sides. They're not going to let them push too much. We know this crew.
Yes, I do.
I do too.
I'm not going to say any names,
Nope.
but I will not say they
So
were
that trivia question, what team owns the longest boys winning streak in South Dakota history?
Couldn't tell you. What's the answer?
Well, I'm going to give it another minute or so. We got any comments on there, Brett? None? Come on, folks. It's back in the 70s, early 80s.
Schaefer off the dribble. Hands it off to Burhani. Over on the wing, he'll use a screen from Hyatt. Drives down the middle of the paint. Has it stolen away by Moffitt. Moffitt in transition. Up off the window. No good. And Lynch went up and grabbed it and looked like he was going to throw it back down. Instead just came down with it politely.
Yeah.
Lynch, an athletic specimen. Inbound goes to Moffitt. Moffitt spins his way onto the block. Now dumps it out to Myler and up to Eng. Three-pointer straight on, no good. Rebound goes to Burhani. The lead was up to 10, down to 3 now, and Lincoln has a chance to cut it into a one-point game or tie it here with a three-pointer. In right now for the Patriots is number 23, Gage Goal. Rock, spin move on the block. They're going to call foul on the ground. That's going to go to Myler as JT Rock lost the left shoe down on the block.
Somebody's got Warriors. No, that is not the answer. I'm going to give you a clue. Their mascot is the Packers.
Inbound, swatted away by Alpers, who then just dives his way into the stands. Knocks over some equipment of the trainer Tiff, who now has to pick up all the cotton balls that just fell all over the floor.
And throw them away.
All smiles over on the bench between Mooney, Ambrose, Struck, and Tiffany, the trainer for O'Gorman, as Alpers kind of reminded me of the Shaq play back in Phoenix where Shaq went to go grab a rebound and the whole bench cleared out in terror.
I would too.
Moffitt now off the dribble, cuts his way into the paint, kicks it out to Myler, up top to Arbogast. Three from Arbogast, around the rim, no good. Alpers with the follow-up off the glass for two.
28-23, under 2.5.
JT Rock on the post. Spin move. Hook shot is good. Rock is a tough defensive matchup.
Okay, we got two answers that were right. Oh, now here they come. As soon as I said Packers, here they come. Well, Mike and Stu, you guys tied.
Moffitt travels.
It belongs to the Armor Packers. Now, the next question. Your streak ended at 64. Who beat them? And I was at this game, folks.
That dates you a little bit.
Who took out the Armor Packers?
Mukhtar up top of the key, over to Burhani on the wing. Uses a screen from Rock, drives baseline instead. Kicks it up to CC. Thought about a swing pass, then literally just throws it straight out of bounds.
Okay, Shea's in.
Shea checks in for Moffitt to give Moffitt a breather. Arbogast in as well for the Knights. He'll come off the dribble here. Guarded by Mukhtar closely in the backcourt. Arbogast gets across the half-court line. Over to Shea now on the wing. Shea with it up top to Alpers. Knights swinging it around the perimeter. Frees up Renshaw at the top of the key. Straight on three. Good. Ben Renshaw. 9 points on the evening to lead the Knights. It's 31-25. Knights over the Patriots. JT Rock on the post. Up off the glass for two. Myler tried to draw the charge with the flop.
I love his Academy Award performances.
And Rock leads the Patriots with 7. And now Myler's going to get called for a charge on the other end into the hands of Tong. And Myler is frustrated. He'll pick up his second foul. Costello will check into the game for Myler.
Eddie's going out, minute 2.
So Myler picked up his second. Costello in for Myler. Arbogast, Renshaw, Alpers, Costello, and Shea in for the Knights. Mukhtar, Burhani, Tong, Rock, and Cece in for the Patriots. Mukhtar, 3 from the wing, no good. Rebound goes to Costello. He gets it poked out from behind, and now Lincoln, as it goes out of bounds off of Arbogast, is going to get an extra possession here. So Costello grabbed the board, then had it poked out from behind. As the Patriots were sneaky as ever.
They tried that.
CC inbounding the basketball. He'll inbound it to Burhani on the wing. He'll drive his way into the paint. Had it poked out from behind. They're going to call a loose ball foul on the reach-in from Renshaw. Nope, they're going to call it on Shea.
Okay, the answer, the team that ended Armor's winning streak at 64, and I was there, if I remember, I was at the Freeman Classic at the Sioux Falls Arena, was the Beersford Watchdogs. I believe Sorensen was the coach then.
So Mukhtar off the dribble, looking inside at Tong, had it poked away by Alpers, now into the hand of Tong. Tong launches a 3 from the corner that comes up about 6 feet short off the tip.
Roby calls a final shot, 22 seconds.
So the Knights will hold for the last possession here of the second quarter and of the first half. 13 on the clock. Arbogast with it at the top of the key. Lincoln comes out. Man defense here. 7 seconds. Arbogast on the wing. Alpers into the side of the paint. Missed the layup. Costello with the follow-up, and he'll go to the line for 2. Costello, right place, right time, falls directly in his hands and gets the foul call on what looked like was going to be a wide-open finish for Alpers, who then put it a little too strong off the glass, and it rolled around off the rim. And then, like I said, Costello found himself in the perfect position to lay it up before he was fouled.
0.7 seconds.
That free throw, however, by Costello off the mark, no good. Costello is a 40% free throw shooter on the season. Chance here to convert on the second. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Shea. Flips it up at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. Knights lead the Patriots from O'Gorman High School 31-27. Stay tuned for the Knights halftime show here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Pre-planning a funeral is a wonderful gift for families. I'm David Lewis of Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, a family-owned and operated service to the community. Our goal is to make arrangements with families comfortable when they decide what their wishes are for funeral services. I will listen to all needs and offer choices for funeral arrangements and make sure all questions are answered. Barnett Lewis Funeral Home can be contacted at 336-0707 or by going to barnettlewis.com.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides tax, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 40-plus locations in 15 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace for 2,500 professionals. Their firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities and the Real Presence Radio Network.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime Show, brought to you by your Knights of Columbus field agents for the Sioux Falls area, Jeff Gillen, Carl Libby, David Cook, and Phil Carlson.
Welcome to O'Gorman High School. If you're just joining us here on Real Presence Radio Network, it is halftime from O'Gorman High School, where the Patriots trail the Knights, the visiting Lincoln Patriots, 27-31. Knights on top of the Patriots here in what's been an incredibly fast-paced first half of play. Up and down the court, there was only, I saw 6 total fouls in the first half, and the thing was moving around. The first quarter hardly had any stoppage as the Knights were firing threes, Lincoln hitting from the three-point line, and the story so far has been Ben Renshaw with 9 points on 3 3-pointers for the Knights, but freshman JT Rock for the Lincoln Patriots comes in off the bench and has 7 points, basically to spark the Patriots. And what this game was at one point a 12-point lead for the Knights is now down to 4 thanks to that freshman JT Rock.
But I love the intensity inside in the paint. I love how they're going back and forth and they're getting some looks, and like Lincoln had a couple gimmies down here that they blew, and same way down there at our end we had. But I tell you what, that first half was less than a half hour.
Yeah, that is
less than a half hour. I might be home before bedtime. This keeps up.
I got something to say about that trivia question that you had. Folks listening at home, who holds the longest win streak in AA? I've got the answer in a little bit here, but it was a AA team, not just South Dakota in total, but we're a AA school, so we might as well ask a AA question. Who's got the longest win streak in AA? And
that's AA is 16 teams.
Yep.
Schools. So, okay, there you go. Put that in your comments. So coming up next on the Inside O'Gorman segment, we'll let you know how the O'Gorman wrestlers, who's going to state tournament that starts on Thursday out at Rapid City, Thursday through Saturday. That's next on the Knights halftime show. Knights lead 31-27 here at halftime. You're listening to Real Presence Radio.
If
First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
At McGuire Iron, we protect and store quality water for people and communities across the country. We are family owned and operated and have been building and maintaining America's water tower infrastructure for over 100 years. We pride ourselves on using faith principles in our business practices every day. This deep faith in the church is why we support the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School System. From all of us at McGuire Iron and the Jones family, we wish all O'Gorman students and student athletes good luck this year.
Welcome back to halftime. Now we're going to talk about the wrestlers that qualified last Saturday up in Watertown for the region. And actually, I was just talking to Coach Vinny earlier, and they're leaving tomorrow, and they start wrestling on Thursday, and the finals is Saturday, and we have 6 wrestlers going. In the 120-pound is Keenan Sheridan. He's an 8th grader. He's 30-13. 132, we have Josh Bruns. He's a senior. He's 17-11. Excuse me. We have 138-pound bracket. Bo Beavers, he's a senior. He's 37-1. He was 4th last year in the state. 145-pound Nate Spreckle. He's a senior. He's 23-13. And 152 is Carson Holt. He's a junior, 27-15. And in the 285, Zach Carlson, he's a junior. He's 7-29. So those 6 guys qualify for the state wrestling tournament this coming weekend in Rapid City. Wish them the best. And also, we need to give a shout out in your prayers to Coach Wiedenbach. His father's having heart surgery tomorrow, so your prayers out to him. And I know this is weighing on Tim's mind and stuff, but a lot of people know Coach, and a lot of people know his dad, and I know he's having heart surgery here at the Heart Hospital of South Dakota.
You're not going to meet much more of an exciting, nice, genuine person than Tim Weidenbach.
Oh my gosh! So prayers go out to Wiedenbach
Yep.
family, and best wishes and speedy recovery to Coach's dad. So, and then now the Inside O'Gorman segment has been brought to you by Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. Our 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school, exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Our schools strive to have excellence where it counts, in faith, academics, and in our community. And also in the opportunities offered to our students. Visit ognights.org to schedule a tour. Enrollment is now open, folks. So you get a hold of this gal, and she's a sweetheart. She knows what she's doing. Been doing it for years. Jenny Struck. She'll take care of you. And I know they had some open houses tonight. I think it's Thursday night as well, and some of the other elementary schools. I know Christ the King had theirs tonight. St. Lambert's, I believe, had theirs tonight. And I think there's 3 tonight and 3 on Thursday night. So if you're thinking about sending your kids to elementary school, get a hold of the principal, get a hold of Mrs. Struck and enrollment office, and get your kids enrolled in Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools.
So we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll have scores from around the state if we've got any. So you're listening to Real Presence Radio Network. Stay tuned after the break.
When you look to the future, is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. Inside O'Gorman has been brought to you by the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. Our 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school, exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Our schools strive to have excellence where it counts in faith, academics, in our community, and in the opportunities offered to our students. Visit ognights.org to schedule a tour. Enrollment opens on February 22nd.
And the halftime show of the Gorman Knights is sponsored by the BB Agency, supporting Knights of Columbus Insurance for South Dakota, Southwest Minnesota, and Northeastern Iowa. For life insurance, long-term care insurance, retirement products, call John Beebe, the BB Agency, 605-882-8689. We get ready to start the third quarter. Knights up 31-27. Here's Isaac Struck.
So I got to rephrase my question a little bit because I know it was kind of open-ended, but the Roosevelt girls back in the day had a really long win streak. But what I was more trying to get at is because I have a connection to, someone that was on that team. But anyway, the season-long win streak belongs to the Lincoln Patriots team back in that late 2000s. I want to say somewhere in that 08 range, but they went 25-0 and won the state championship. And if you really want to know, they won that third-place game the year before. So that would be 26 straight. But one of my bosses from the summer work where I work at, Luke Hanneman, who's the JV coach at Roosevelt, was part of that squad that went 25-0 and won the state title. So shout out to that Lincoln team for all those Lincoln fans listening at home.
Moffitt just had one heck of a move down here. Knights up by 3 now.
So second half underway. Berhani uses a screen from Tong, cuts his way into the paint, flips it up off the glass. A block is going to be called on Reese Arbogast, who tried to draw the charge on Berhani. I still think I could beat Luke Hanneman in one-on-one, but don't tell him I said that.
Is that a challenge?
It might be. Berhani's first free throw off the mark, no good.
It's got to be on neutral court. It's got to be like at
Watertown or something weird.
Brookings.
There we go. Berhani's second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Alpers. So Alpers flips it over to Renshaw. He'll bring it across the half court, uses a screen from Alpers to get by Cece, then cuts his way into the paint and walks it back out towards the top of the key with Arbogast. Arbogast off the dribble. He's got Schaefer guarding him one-on-one over to Renshaw. Fadeaway three over the hands of Cece. Rebound goes to Berhani, and he'll push down the left wing for the Patriots. 3-point lead for the Knights, 33-30. 6:37 left to go here in the third quarter. Patriots will set up in an offensive set here. Hyatt on the left wing, walks over and hands it off to Cece. They swing it around the perimeter with Berhani now over to Schaefer. Schaefer uses a screen from Tong, finds himself all alone on the block, does Tong, goes up off the glass for two as Alpers slaps the backboard but not in time. 33-32. Arbogast, backdoor cut off the foot of Ben Renshaw, and now into the hands of Berhani with the Patriots. Matt Eng getting ready to check into the game. Berhani spin move, dump off the Tong. He gets it to go off the glass, wanted the foul call, didn't get it. And the Patriots have their first lead since that first quarter. It's 34-33. Patriots on top of the Knights. Renshaw slices his way down into the paint, up off the glass on the floater as he hits the deck below the basket, and the Knights regain the lead.
It's going to go back and forth, folks. This is a fun game tonight.
Cece on the wing, up top to Tong. Tong over to Schaefer now. He's got it on the left wing. Stops and pops a three. That one way too strong, out of bounds, off the hands of Berhani. And it's going to stay with the Patriots. And Seltzer knows that was not the correct call. He didn't want anything to do with looking at anybody. Just looked up in the air and
he was kind of looking at us like, hey.
Wavered over to the other officials.
Okay, here's another trivia question. What team took the first State A tournament? What team took the first State A tournament?
Call was reversed, and it will belong to the Knights.
Remember, back then we only had 2 classes.
Renshaw brings it across half court. Cece waiting for him near the three-point line. He'll use a screen from Alpers, drive around and kick it off to Moffitt, who drives baseline now. And a double team down on the baseline. Moffitt in some trouble, flips it up to Renshaw. Wing, fadeaway three, off the back of the iron, no good. Tong gets the offensive board. and then an incidental elbow from Alpers into the face of Hyatt. But before there was a foul called on Alpers over the back of Tong. It'll be Alpers' second.
But good sportsmanship by Alpers. He goes over and said, hey, I didn't mean that, and Hyatt's like, hey, and they shake hands, slap each other, and they're ready to go.
Schaefer over to CC on the wing. He'll use a screen again from Tong. Trips over his own feet. Slides around on the floor. Over to Burhani. Standstill three from the wing. Buries it. 37-35. Patriots on top of the Knights. Burhani hits his second three of the game. He's got 6. Three-pointer right back at you from Cade Moffitt. And the Knights reclaim the lead. Moffitt with 10. Have a feeling this one's going to go back and forth all second half. Schaefer over to Tong. Hand off to Burhani. He'll use a Tong screen. Thought about a stop and pop. Instead kicks it over to Hyatt, who dumps it inside to Tong. Up off the glass. Rolls off the rim too strong. Rebound goes to Alpers, and the Knights will get the defensive rebound and secure the offensive possession.
A lot of timeouts left. Lincoln's got 4. Gorman has all 5.
Renshaw, fade away from the baseline. No good. Rebound goes to Myler. Up off the glass for 2.
He's got 8 on the evening.
Burhani walks it over to Schaefer. Dribbling around the top of the key over to CC. CC uses a Hyatt screen. Dump off pass inside to Hyatt. Scoop shot with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Really nice pass from CC. And then just a tough finish for Hyatt and couldn't get it to fall. Moffitt drives his way into the paint. Up off the window. Good for 2. 42-37. Moffitt leads all scorers with 12. Knights have a 5-point lead with 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Top of the key, I knew he was going to take it. I looked at his eyes. He's going.
Dan Johnson can read anyone better than he can read a book. Myler off the rebound over to Moffitt.
Hey, quiet over there, Brett.
Moffitt behind the back dribbling. Now uses a screen from Myler. Floater off of 1 foot is good for Moffitt. He's starting to get the hot hand, and a timeout now from Coach Halseth. It'll be a full timeout. So with 3:10 left here in the third quarter, Knights push it to a 7-point lead over the Patriots. Stay tuned for more after the break on Real Presence Radio Network.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689. Did you know you can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. The Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. Knights on top of the Patriots by 7 here with 3:05 left in the third quarter. Mukhtar over to Burhani. Up top to Hyatt. Down inside to Cameron Jackson. Post move, nice finish by Jackson off the glass for 2. Caught it on the block and turned around over the right shoulder and finished off the left window. Moffitt, who's had it going here in the third quarter, off the dribble now, will use a screen from Lynch. Gets his way into the paint. Stop and pull up jumper off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Hyatt. They push up the floor with Mukhtar. Drives his way into the paint. Kicks it out to Burhani. Standstill 3 from the corner is good. Sarafo Burhani drains a 3 from the corner, and a 7-point lead is dwindled down to 2 in a matter of seconds. Renshaw over to Moffitt on the wing. Moffitt drives baseline. Dump off inside to Alpers. Turns around. Reverse scoop shot off the glass for 2. Nice finish inside by Alpers. He's got 6.
And Lincoln's got 3 to come in.
Schaefer off the dribble. High-low pass into the hands of Jackson. He's got it on the post. Spins around. Has nothing doing. Flips it out to Schaefer over on the wing now. Schaefer off of a screen from Hyatt, drives his way into the paint. Too much hand checking there from the sophomore Matt Eng. And that'll be a foul on the ground. The third team foul for the Knights. Something that you notice here if you're watching at home or at the game is that the fouling has really, they've really let them play so far. Only 3 team fouls.
And all Gorman, Lincoln doesn't have any.
Yep. And in the first half, no one was in the bonus, and I think the highest was O'Gorman with 5. New faces into the game for Lincoln, including number 25, Kyler Dahl, as Mukhtar takes a 3 off the back of the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Eng. JT Rock and Carter Brost. Matt Eng, step back 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Rock, up to Mukhtar now, and he'll bring it out down the left wing. Layup off the glass over the top of Lynch is good. It's down to 2. Eng in transition. Between the legs dribble, slows things down. Dumps it up top to Arbogast. He's got it at the top of the key. Uses a screen from Lynch. Kicks it out to Eng in the corner. Pull-up jumper from the baseline. Good.
Eng's got 4 on the evening.
Mukhtar off the dribble. Up to JT Rock over on the wing. The freshman into the game had 7 points in that second quarter to bring the Patriots back in it. Now hopefully in there for another offensive spark for the Patriots. Cameron Jackson down on the post. Spin move into the paint, then kicks it out. Didn't realize how open he was, and now Lynch in transition. Slows it down, kicks it out to Eng. Eng with it up top. And OG's going to run a set play here with Lynch at the top of the key. Lynch over to Arbogast, and now a backdoor cut from Lynch. Frees him up on the post. Brost guarding him. Spin move inside off the window is good for Joe Lynch.
Wow, that was too easy for Joe.
Joe caught it on the block. That was that lob play that he converted on earlier against Harrisburg this season. Had it taken away by the Patriots there. Then they got it right back to him on the block. Nice spin move over Brost. And he's on the board with his first points of the night. Now Ing's going to get a steal in transition. 4 seconds left to Lynch. Lynch up, baseline jam at the buzzer from Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch rises up and drops the hammer.
Out! Yeah, baby!
Hey, oh my, Joe Lynch.
Hey, before we go to break, the team that first took the State A tournament was the Pheasants of Redfield.
Who cares about that when Joe Lynch is slamming it down on top of Patriots here from O'Gorman at the end of 3. Knights 52, Patriots 44. Stay tuned for more on Real Presence Radio Network.
Real Presence Radio is experiencing rapid growth and has an additional opening in the Sioux Falls area for a full-time listener relations coordinator. This person will assist with spreading the word about RPR, including help with the live drives, fall banquet, major gifts, and local live shows. A qualified candidate should demonstrate excellent self-management and time management skills. If you sense a call to serve God in this capacity, please send a cover letter, your resume, and references to Brittany at realpresenceradio.com or call 877-795-0122.
Welcome back. We got a barn burner going on here, folks. 52-44 to end that third quarter. Matt Eng tossed it up to Joe Lynch with about a half a second to take it home and just jammed it down. And what a fabulous play. And Knights ball here, start of the fourth quarter, 52-44. Isaac?
Alpers with it at the top of the key. Down low inside to Myler, up off the window for 2.
I don't know where Eddie's going to look at college, but he would be a good Division II, Division III ball player.
Stolen away by the Knights, and now Arbogast will push here in transition. Crossover dribble out to Moffitt. He drives baseline, step back, fadeaway one-footer. Good. What a finish there by Moffitt.
Just like that, Knights up by 12.
That dunk really propelled the student section, the bench, the fans all around. And now the Knights have a lot of momentum as they lead 56-44.
It goes in on Alpers.
Sarafal Berhani in the corner up top to Hyatt. Hyatt with 24 on the shot clock kicks it out to Schaefer. Corner three by Schaefer. No good. Rebound goes to Renshaw. Renshaw's going to beat everyone down the floor. Lay it in off the right window. Good for 2.
13 for the senior Ben Renshaw.
CC with it on the wing. Knights with their largest lead of the game. Drives inside, dumps it off to Schaefer, who goes up off the window, but he was fouled.
That'd be 3 on Eddie. Fifth team foul for the Knights. No fouls for the Lincoln Patriots. Schaefer makes his first one. 58-45. 6:25 to go in the fourth quarter.
Schaefer's second free throw on the way is good. Moffitt off the dribble brings it across half court. 58-46, Knights lead here with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dump off inside off the hands of Alpers. That thing was a heat-seeking missile through the hands of Alpers.
That was a Tom Brady ball. He just threw that. Okay, here comes Shea going to come back. Check back in for Reese.
So it's Myler, Lynch, Moffitt, Renshaw, and Shea, and then it's Schaefer, Cece, Berhani, Tong, and Hyatt starting group in for the Patriots. 6 minutes to go. Schaefer at the top of the key over to Cece. Dump off into the hands of Tong on the low block. Spin move up off the window for 2. Nice hesitation spin back over the back shoulder.
Now with Eddie,
is down to 10.
Eddie with 3. They're going to go after him. You watch.
Renshaw over to Shea. Dump off inside to Myler. Turns over, hands it to Lynch. Kicks it out to Renshaw. 3 from the wing is good. Killer ball movement from the O'Gorman Knights, and it's 61-48. Renshaw with 16. Tong on the block again up off the window is good for 2. Tong is doing an impressive job on the low block. He's got 8. Moffitt with it, looking inside. He'll drive baseline now, up off the right side, right hand off the left side, off the window for 2.
Moffitt with 18 now for the Knights.
Schaefer guarded by Shea. And a timeout from Coach Halseth, and it's a 30-second timeout. So we're going to take a quick break with 5:11 left in the fourth quarter. Knights lead by 13. Stay tuned on Real Presence Radio Network.
Being in business is not easy. Achieving profitability, doing what is right, and finding meaning are just a few of the challenges we face in today's workforce. The Catholic Men's Business Fraternity exists to help men in business be virtuous and integrated leaders. We do this by hosting monthly events that will help teach you how to take faith principles and turn them into business practices. To find out more about the Catholic Men's Business Fraternity, our events, or how to become a member, go to cmbfsf.org and begin to take your Sunday into Monday.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School, and you're listening to Real Presence Radio Network. I'm Isaac Struck, joined by Dan Johnson here in a fantastic basketball game. In the final stretch of the regular season, the Knights have back-to-back-to-back home games to close out their regular season here on tonight, Thursday, and then Saturday. And Thursday's game shaping up to be a good one. They get number 1 ranked Washington again, who they just gave their first loss last week. Missed shot there by the Patriots. Rebound goes to the Knights, and Renshaw will bring it across half court. Joe Lynch with it at the top of the key. Swings it over to Shea. Shea up top to Moffitt. Standstill 3 by Moffitt is good. Cade Moffitt having one of those games where the hoop looks like the size of a moon crater. And a bench warning to the Knights for getting too excited as a chair got kicked over onto the court.
Well, they saw that three-pointer and they got a little excited. I don't blame those young men down there. Can't blame Manning, the boys down there.
It was.
I would be too.
If there was a culprit, and I know who it is, it was Rush Landry down there. His chair ended up hitting the floor. A guilty look on Landry, then smiling with it with Coach Keppen. Schaefer fadeaway three doesn't hit anything. 4:12 here on the clock in the fourth quarter. The lead's up to 16. Moffitt off the dribble. Cuts his way to the paint, had it poked away, and then slips on the floor. Mukhtar in transition. He'll drive the whole length of the floor, kick it out to Burhani. Step back, dumps it inside off the hands of Rock. Now Shea with it, and the Knights will slow things down.
I would think Roby want to run the clock here.
Joe Lynch, elbow jumper, rattles in. Joe Lynch having a solid game for the Knights. He's got 6. Remember, Joe had a phenomenal game against Lincoln the first time around where he had 4 blocks in that one, as well as some key defensive plays and rebounds as Burhani drills a 3 from the wing.
Did Joe play the first Lincoln game?
Yes.
A little bit.
Joe actually started in that game.
Okay.
Dump off inside to Alpers, spins around, and it's going to be fouled before what could have been a travel call. 3:14 left, 15-point lead. Knights 68, Patriots 53.
You know, this TJ Rock as a freshman, 6'10". He's going to be good. There's a name, folks, right there in Sioux Falls for Lincoln. As a freshman, he's going to be good and moving up. Remember that name.
6'10" freshman from Lincoln is Rock. Renshaw, fadeaway 3 off the front of the iron. Lynch just goes up and grabs the board, flips it over to Huners, who had an open look underneath but couldn't get it to fall.
That was a gimme.
Huners came in for, I believe it was Myler. Now a foul called underneath. I think it's going to go to Huners.
Yep. Harry got him. Harry's a 6'3" senior.
6'3" with the arms down to the shins.
Oh my gosh, that boy's got stretch. Don't be looking at the answers, Brett.
Free throw no good. That one by Kyler Dahl.
You know, I've had this basketball thing probably since maybe 99, 2000.
Once again, you're out here dating yourself.
I know there's 40 questions on here. If you want that, let Brett know, and I'll send you the questions and the answers. It is very interesting.
Ben Renshaw dumps it off to Alpers on the block. Spin move, left-handed finish is good over the hands of JT Rock. Mukhtar pulls it out and hands it over to Schaefer. Looks inside at Rock. Rock with it on the baseline, up off the window. Too strong as it rolled off the rim. Moffitt off the dribble here. They're going to call a play for the Knights over to Huners on the wing up top to Renshaw. Pump fake of a 3. He'll pull it back out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Moffitt. Moffitt off the dribble behind the back dribble. Spin move now over to Alpers in the corner. Alpers with it in the corner. Drives baseline, then kicks it out to Huners. Standstill 3 from Huners is good.
Oh, baby!
Harry Huners buries the 3 from the corner. 73-54. Pull up 3 by Mukhtar. No good. Rebound goes to Alpers.
Roby wants to hold it. And we're going to have substitution. We got a couple from Lincoln coming in, and Michael Shea's coming back in. 73-54. Minute 44 to go in the ball game.
Couple of subs into the game. Costello and Shea check in for the Knights.
Okay, here's another quick trivia question. Who was Mr. Basketball of 1981? I'll tell you what, that's a name, folks. 1981. You get a bonus where he played college at.
Man, that's a long time ago.
No, it's not.
Shea with it over on the wing, hands it off to Huners, up top to Eng. Eng dribbling around at the top of the key. Fires a pass over to Costello. Costello over to Shea. Frees up Huners at the top of the key. 13 on the clock. He dumps it off to Eng. Eng over to Costello at the top of the key. Now over to Shea. Thought about a 3. Steps in for an elbow jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to the Patriots. Cam Jackson with it on the low post. Up off the window and one. For Cameron Jackson, a really nice job so far tonight is taking care of the low post, as now we've got a whole platoon swap of Knights getting ready to check in. It's going to be Struck, Ambrose, Mooney, and Landry. They'll stay out there with Huners with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. 73-56, Knights on top of the Patriots. Free throw no good. Rebound off the Patriots out of bounds, and it'll go to the Knights.
Score update over at Sioux Falls, Washington. Start of the fourth quarter, the Warriors 41, the Mitchell Colonels 34.
Mitchell had a very tough finish to their season with the amount of good teams they had to play in that final stretch. Mooney off the dribble, over to Landry up top. Landry over to Huners on the wing. Huners will drive his way into the paint. Fadeaway two, block, right back into his own hands. Flips it over to Mooney. He'll come off of a screen. Dump it over to Landry. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Mooney. Mooney off the dribble, cuts his way over, kicks it to Struck. Struck on the wing, dump off inside of the hands of Landry, who was standing wide open for two.
Nobody around him.
75-56. Jackson on the low post again. Drop step into the paint. Shot was blocked by Huners, and then blocked again by Landry. Brost with it up top to Shaw, over to Dahl. His three-pointer around the rim and out, no good. Rebound goes to Jackson, who then gets it up off the glass, and that'll do it for the ballgame. 75-58. Knights pick up the victory over the Lincoln Patriots here at O'Gorman High School. Stay tuned for the Knights Locker Room Show. You're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kfc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call the BB Agency at 605-882-8689. That's 605-882-8689.
At Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, we are guided by one simple principle. We do what we say we're going to do. We believe in ensuring our customers are happy with the work we deliver. Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal was established in Sioux Falls in 1981 and has been involved with installing more than 100 million square feet of commercial roofing across the Midwest. They have worked on businesses including schools, universities, hospitals, churches, and factories. For more information, you can call 605-331-5121 or online at guaranteeroofingsd.com.
At First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, we believe the greatest investment we can make is in our customers and communities. Thanks to our industry-leading service, products, and tools, we're helping our customers reach their financial goals and achieve success. Through the generosity of our employees and leadership, we're able to support nearly 700 South Dakota organizations and nonprofits with our time, money, and resources. At Premier, we're always seeking ways to make an impact for good by investing in what matters most to you. It's the Premier way.
Hi, this is Brett Byler, Area Account Executive with Real Presence Radio. Did you know the signal of Real Presence Radio reaches an audience of over 2.4 million people across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and Wyoming? Have you ever thought about running radio spots on the RPR network? We want to partner with you to help gain exposure for your business in front of a very faithful customer base. To find out more about the options, please call me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room Show. Now, back to the gym.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. The Knights picked up a 75-58 victory, and now we're going to go to our station identification tonight.
You're listening to Real Presence Radio, FM 94.5 KGWD Sioux Falls, FM 91.3 KSTJ Hartford, and FM 104.3 KSTJ LP Sioux Falls, an affiliate of the RPR Network.
So we're back here live from O'Gorman High School, where the Knights just picked up a 75-58 victory over the Lincoln Patriots in a fun, fast-paced, hour-long basketball game from O'Gorman High School.
Fun, fast-paced are not the words that I was... You don't see that in high school basketball. In an hour? Or maybe, 62 minutes, 63 minutes were from tip-off to the end of the game. Phenomenal.
Dan, do you want to give our viewers that are still on the stream, there's still 137 watching, any clues to your question?
Okay.
We do have one answer, the answer was Larson and Augie, and that you said is not correct.
Mr. Basketball 1981 belongs to... Folks, come on, you got to give
him a clue, Dan.
From Stickney.
Thank you.
The Stickney Raiders. Coach Dan Moran.
What a name, Dan Moran.
He had Stickney Raiders, and who that individual was, and then he went and played college, and phenomenal ball player.
Would you guys agree, though, tonight's ball game, it was just, anybody's game till about that last 2 minutes of the third quarter into about that first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, where it was a 2-point game. All of a sudden we had a nice 12-0 run and really put the game away. How important was that stretch of basketball for O'Gorman, getting that distance from Lincoln?
Oh, it was huge, and you saw it in the faces of the Knights. They were just amped up to have that big third quarter push right at the end that carried over in the fourth quarter. You got everyone involved. You got a really exciting play with Lynch and the dunk that kind of fired everyone up. And this is just the way the Knights have been playing basketball lately. They've been playing a team-driven game, sharing the basketball, putting up a lot of points, and playing good defense. And it's propelled them into a 6-game winning streak, a chance to win 8 in a row heading into that Sodak 16, and another shot to knock off the top team in the state, and the Warriors coming up on Thursday.
Well, you said the key word right there that I talked about earlier in the season, back in December, going into Christmas time, was sharing. And now here comes the coach. Right now joins us Coach Derek Roby. Congratulations, Coach. That was kind of fun.
Beats the alternative.
Dan, see if Coach Roby knows the answer to your trivia question.
I got this. Mr. Basketball in 1981. Where was he from? Where did he go to college?
It would have been Huron.
No.
Bologna. Marion.
No.
Who was Mr. Basketball in 81? Maybe Marion was before that.
No, Stickney.
Stickney. Alan Miller,
That's
DW.
right. Thank you very much. Where'd he go?
DW.
That's right. See, he knows his basketball.
Well, I thought it was Rod Marion.
No, 1981.
Okay.
Well, that was quicker than quick. Anyway, we'll get to our
congrats.
Thanks.
What a game, Coach. I tell you what, coming out there, that first quarter, you kind of a little bit, but I tell you what, you put it together.
Well, yeah, the kids really fed off of each other. I told them in the locker room here, it wasn't a perfect game by any means. We didn't play perfect. There were stretches there. I think we were up 26-13, and they go on a 10-0 run. Those are the things we have to continue to improve on. But, here's the deal. This is a team we could face in another week to get into the state tournament. Both teams just kind of, they didn't experiment, but they didn't show anything. I know we didn't, and I'm guessing they didn't either. Both teams basically went man, and that's kind of the format. And I knew that was going to happen going into it. I thought, Lincoln, they do a great job, certainly well coached, and they have a very athletic team. They're not going to show us anything in case we're faced with the challenge a week from now to try to beat them a third time, which again is going to be a tough task if that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought one of the bright things that happened tonight was in that third quarter. Like you said, in the first half we had a lead and then kind of let them come back into it. In the third quarter, they chipped it down to about 2 or 3, and then you guys used a really impressive run right at the end, got a steal, and then got the transition dunk from Joe Lynch that fired up the crowd, and then you guys propelled yourselves right into the fourth quarter and really put on a show in that fourth.
That was pretty much the icing on the cake, if you will, that particular play. And you're right, we just had them at that moment, and we didn't let up on the gas. And that's what we talked about earlier in the game. We said, hey, we've had these guys, we had them a couple times here, and we just kind of let up. They go down and score a couple baskets. Well, here, I think it was Matt Eng assist to Joe Lynch, and Matt could have very easily taken it. Joe gets a kind of a highlight, a poster play, if you will, and that just catapulted us into a huge run in in that fourth quarter. But, there again, guys like Joe Lynch, John Costello, I praised him last time I was up here. They understand their role. Joe knows that, here Joe started for us, earlier in the year and got hurt, and we decided to go with two bigs, and Joe's understanding his role. He's doing a great job. I was really proud of him. Hit a couple baskets right down the stretch, and again, that's what seniors do. They make plays.
Now, cousin Eddie Myler, you talked about in your pregame show. I agree he should be looked at for an All-State, but I tell you what, to him to go against Tong and Rock tonight and stuff, and he held his own, and he got some good moves, and what is he's turned it around since the beginning of the year.
He really has. I have to compliment Coach Keppen, and here's why. My coaching philosophy has changed, a lot in the last 35 years, and we do a lot of player development at the beginning of our practices, and Coach Keppen has the bigs, and I'm just amazed at how much our bigs have improved throughout the year. And same with Alex, my son, he has the perimeters. He's doing a fantastic job of giving him the workouts, giving him the skills. We spend 20 minutes a day at the beginning of practice where it's just player development. We're just Kep's working with the bigs, and Alex is working with the perimeters, and I just think that's paying off. I really do, and that's why we're able to win this 6-game streak here, because our guys are, I don't want to say we're gelling, because we always played together, but they're making big plays. They're people like Cousin Ed, people like David, people like Joe. They're improving daily because of those daily player development workouts, and so I have to give credit to my assistant coaches for doing that daily as we prepare and plan for practice.
Well, finally, we're going to see you back here on Thursday, where you get a shot at Washington again at home this time, who's going to be hungrier than ever, as you guys gave them their first loss earlier last week. What do you think is going to what we should be looking forward to in that game against Washington?
Well,
Thursday?
It's certainly going to be an enthused game. I wish our girls were playing the same night here as a doubleheader. I know our girls are going to be over at Washington for their finale, and that's going to be a barn burner too, and that's going to take a few. It's going to take some of our crowd, even in this COVID accommodation world we're living in. It's going to take some of our crowd, but it would be a great high school basketball game night. I really believe that. Obviously they're going to be a little angry because we ruined their undefeated season up to this point, but our guys want to, quite honestly, they want to prove that wasn't a fluke, and they're already kind of looking forward to it. But at the same time, we know we got a tremendous task in front of us, and whatever happens, happens.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach, for joining us after the Knights just picked up a victory over the Lincoln Patriots.
Thanks, guys.
So we'll come back after a short break, and we'll get to our Pizza Ranch player of the game and some other scores from around the state. So you're listening to Real Presence Radio Network.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company is located at 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by calling 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 605-334-1653.
Being in business is not easy. Achieving profitability, doing what is right, and finding meaning are just a few of the challenges we face in today's workforce. The Catholic Men's Business Fraternity exists to help men in business be virtuous and integrated leaders. We do this by hosting monthly events that will help teach you how to take faith principles and turn them into business practices. To find out more about the Catholic Men's Business Fraternity, our events, or how to become a member, go to cmbfsf.org and begin to take your Sunday into Monday.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. We will get to our Pizza Ranch player of the game now. We didn't really discuss this at all, but we're going to give this to
come on, there was no discussion.
Senior Cade Moffitt, who was our Pizza Ranch player of the game tonight. Cade had a tremendous game offensively. Kind of got back into that flow that he was in earlier on in the season. We've seen shades of it throughout the middle portion of the season, but in the last few games down in this impressive stretch, he's really stepped up on the offensive end, knocking down threes from the perimeter, which is something that he was doing right away early in the season, and then kind of went away from in that middle stretch, took it to the paint some more, tried to drive and get it off the glass.
Really, Isaac, really efficient game, too, from him. There's a difference between scoring points and shooting a lot and scoring points and getting them efficiently, and he got his points really efficiently tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what his
absolutely.
percentage was, but it was very high. It was like, I'm guessing probably like 8 for 11 in that range. It's not like you're getting 21 points and shooting the ball 20 times to get those points.
But he had 5 points the first half.
Yep.
16 in the second half. That was a turnaround. I
Really
mean,
in the third quarter is when he really got it.
He lit it up.
So our Pizza Ranch player of the game tonight is Cade Moffitt.
Tonight's O'Gorman Night's Player of the Game is brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street here in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch is a proud supporter of Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools and Real Presence Radio Network. We're going to take a final break. We'll come back. We'll give you the scores across the state and give you our final thoughts. You're listening to Real Presence Radio. The Knights win 75-58 over the Lincoln Patriots.
Real Presence Radio is experiencing rapid growth and has an additional opening in the Sioux Falls area for a full-time listener relations coordinator. This person will assist with spreading the word about RPR, including help with the live drives, fall banquet, major gifts, and local live shows. A qualified candidate should demonstrate excellent self-management and time management skills. If you sense a call to serve God in this capacity, please send a cover letter, your resume, and references to Brittany at realpresenceradio.com or call 877-795-0122.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games from the middle of December 2020 to the middle of March 2021. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, 91.3 FM Hartford, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
When you look to the future, is the road there inevitable? It's not. That's why O'Gorman education matters. It's where you'll grow in your faith, be challenged, celebrate, and become part of a community. These are the moments that will shape your life. This is where your path will unfold. What are you waiting for? You belong in blue.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring salad bar, pizza, and chicken. Pizza Ranch has a spacious dining room as well as 8 party rooms to fit any size group. You can also order online and they will bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch, located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street, can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Welcome back to O'Gorman High School. Knights picked up a victory over the Lincoln Patriots tonight. So now we're going to get to our scores from around the state, and we'll have Dan Johnson take that away.
Okay, a final over Sioux Falls, Washington. The Warriors 57, the Mitchell Colonels 49. Mitchell is really struggling now the last week in the season. Harrisburg is at home against Heron. They're on top with 4 minutes to go in the first half, 26-13. We're all tied up out at Sturgis with Douglas Brown. And Pierre is on top of Brookings at the end of the third quarter, 46-28. In girls, about a minute to go over in Mitchell at the world's only Corn Palace. The Washington Warriors are on top by 10, 60-50. Harrisburg beat Heron 67-51. 3 minutes left in the game out in Pierre. Pierre is all over Brookings, 51-27, and we do not have an score update in Spearfish at Sturgis Brown. So our next broadcast will be right here Thursday night. You don't want to miss it, against the Washington Warriors. And I tell you what, last week was that snow game makeup, and this was a regular season scheduled game. We'll be on the air about 6:30, 6:40, Keeter time being a little bit earlier. And then again, we'll be back on Saturday afternoon against the Governors of Pierre. And then the Lady Knights, they play their final regular season game Thursday night at Sioux Falls, Washington. And you can see the live stream on that through Washington's YouTube page.
And I'll put a link on our Twitter page Thursday morning for that as well.
And so with that, final thoughts, guys.
I just thought it was a really impressive win, and the thing about this Lincoln team is that they're not a bad team, or I feel like their record doesn't really show for what they're capable of, because, I mean, this team has lost to Washington 3 times, us twice, and Roosevelt twice. Well, if you put the math together, that's 7 losses of course, to the Sioux Falls schools, and you wish if you're Lincoln that you would win one of those games. But those are tough teams to play against, and a team
7 of the 10 losses right there, Isaac.
Yeah, 7 of their 10 are to teams well above 500 and in the top standings. Washington, the 1, and then if you're looking at seed points, I can't remember exactly where Roosevelt falls, but I think they're the 3 or the 4. Oh, I got it right here in front of me. But if you look at the seed points, Washington the 1, Roosevelt the 3, and O'Gorman the 5 right now. That's the 1, 3, and 5 teams in the state that you've got 7 of your 10 losses to. So this Lincoln team is going to be dangerous, and I wouldn't want to catch them on a hot night ever in a Sweet 16, or even if they do make the state tournament.
Brett?
Well, and I think I piggyback on you, Isaac. I mean, Lincoln played a pretty good game for about 3 quarters, and that's what makes the win more impressive by O'Gorman, as well as just that run, which, good teams find different ways to win. Sometimes you can outscore a team, other times you can win by your defense, and in other games it's just different runs during the game, and that end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter run was crucial by O'Gorman, and it was just something we were able to get that distance from them. A lot of different guys stepped up tonight too in different roles, which is great. We're a team this year where it's not 1 or 2 guys you can key on. Some nights it might be Moffitt has it going, then it could be Renshaw, it could be Arbogast, could be Cousin Eddie. So a lot of different options for O'Gorman. I'm just looking really forward to the Washington game Thursday night back here at home, which should be a great one.
Well, when we got to protect our court. This is our home, and nobody comes in and steps on OG, and that's where, Roby will have the boys. They'll have them fired up. This is going to be the game of the year. It will be right here Thursday night. Folks, you don't want to miss it. We'll be with you here, watching on YouTube. The girls will be playing in Washington. Like Coach Roby said, it's too bad that we're not doing a doubleheader. We'd pack this place. Even with the situation we're in with the COVID, we'd pack this place. So,
Isaac, did you get your mom a nice birthday present?
Yeah, we did. And we had a nice birthday brunch and everything. So
good.
Yep. It was a solid weekend.
So for Brett Byler, Isaac Struck, I'm Dan Johnson. The Knights win 75-58 over Lincoln Patriots. We'll talk to you Thursday night right here. God bless.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, McGuire Iron, Sioux Equipment Company, Behrendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Canfield Business Interiors, the BB Agency Knights of Columbus Insurance, Barnett Lewis Funeral Home, Ide Bailey, First Premier Bank Card, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, Guarantee Roofing and Sheet Metal, Crossroads Book and Music.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.